That's one of the main things I would do. Another thing I would do in 2026 is I would listen and copy as much music as possible. So I've already determined who I like, so I'm going to start transcribing that material. And transcribing can mean listening to something and writing it down, or sometimes you just listen to it. I think for me, the benefit of writing down is writing forces you to have listened to this multiple times, unless you're really gifted at just hearing and playing. But there's a process of repetition that happens. So you hear, and now you're thinking, do, you write that note, do, 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 do. Was it da-da? And then you rewind, you listen again, da-da, and then when you've got it, you write. So there's a lot of ear training that happens when you have to write it down. I'm not even really too worried about what I've written when all is said and done, but it's the person you become in the process of writing, or the musician that you become as a result of you having transcribed and written down. That's a huge benefit, because ultimately jazz is a language, but it's a language, and the more you listen to it, it's interesting. It's actually mind-blowing how many of my students, or new students rather, come to me, they want to learn jazz, and you try and find out who they listen to. And a lot of the time, they don't listen enough, so they're not really listening to their idols. So if you don't have a model to draw from or to learn from, you're really trying to do, I think, nearly the impossible. It's like learning a language but from a dictionary. You can try it, but I don't think it's the most effective way to learn. I'm sure you will, but I don't know if you will sound authentic, or fluent. So listening, extremely important. That's one of the main things I would do.